Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we are having a special topic and a special guest. She will give us her insights on this topic, so don't go away.
Hello guys, my name is Seun. My YouTube channel is Seun Carter. I'm a travel blogger based in Lagos, Nigeria, and I'm super excited and super humbled to be on Owen's YouTube channel.
Now, Yoruba men versus Igbo men. Do you agree that Yoruba men cheat more than Igbo men?
So I got some of my friends to help me answer some of these questions because I'm a little bit rusty in the Nigerian men dating sector. Because of the old social distancing and self-isolating thing, they can't be here, but you're going to text in their answers and I'm going to read them out to you guys. Yes! So the first question, this one I can answer myself. No, I do not agree that Yoruba men cheat more than Igbo men. I do not think Igbo men cheat more than Yoruba men either. I don't think any tribe cheats more than the other. Or if you are a scum, you are a scum. If you are an angel, you're an angel. It's not like what my friend B said. She said men are like germs in a Dettol advert. They can be found anywhere. So
between Yoruba and Igbo men, who takes care of a woman more?
I'm gonna need my friends' help for this one. So this says Igbo men, their intentions may be selfish and for me show off my property angle, but they know how to really care for their property. And then T also agrees with her. By the way, I'm referring to my friends by the first letter of their names. Yeah, so T also agrees with D and further says that Yoruba men would rather invest in their women. Statistically, women married to Yoruba men often return to school to further their studies due to spousal support. Yoruba men loves educated women, but an Igbo man would rather go back to the village to pick a village unexposed virgin. When it's time to settle down. And all this still boils down to pride. They need someone to call them daddy and not question their authority whatsoever. Okay. Okay, moving on to the next question.
If a woman you know wants to date or marry a Yoruba man, what advice would you give her?
I'm also going to need my friends for this one. T says, make sure you bring something to the table. It's either you're highly intelligent, educated, or rich. Yoruba men hates liability. Igbo men, on the other hand, sees it as a way of exploiting and controlling the home. Country men have no other choice but to be submissive and be at the beck and call of their husbands. You know, the funny thing is, a friend of mine and I were having a conversation not too long ago. He was talking about how Yoruba men like to marry up. When I say marry up, it means you're marrying someone. You're not just considering who you love the most. When you marry, you are also considering who you love the most and who's going to bring something to you. Yeah, either someone from a wealthy family or from a connected family. Basically someone who would bring something that would up your status in the society. When he said that, I was like, I don't know, but now that I'm reading this, it makes sense. It's possible that it's a thing with Yoruba men. It's possible. My response to this question, my friend N says, guard your heart and buy dog spray. Who broke your heart, babes?
Now, it's widely known that Igbo men demand respect, like it's a normal thing in the culture. Is this the same for Yoruba men, or is there something else they look for?
I feel like I do have an answer to this one, but I want to read my friend's responses first. T says, actually they don't. Yoruba men are quite liberal in thinking. They believe in the notice, what is good for the goose is good for the gander. Okay, so they don't necessarily demand respect. They just earn it by being responsible for physiological needs and respecting their spouse's feelings. D says, no, Igbo men are inspired and driven by the respect and honor given to them by their women. It's a cultural thing. This one I am sure of. An Igbo man will not tolerate disrespect. A Yoruba man will still try. Okay, so I just want to say that for this one, I've heard so much about how the Igbo men love respect and all of that. I've heard so much about it, I wouldn't even lie. And I feel like I've had some Igbo neighbors and I've seen the way they relate with their wives, and I would say, okay, yes, these people are really one would demand respect, but for me, a lot of those things, I think it actually depends on your upbringing, your environment, and all of that. Because I've been with an Igbo man that did not demand respect the way I've been made to believe Igbo men demand for respect. But he spent most of his life in the UK. It's possible he was influenced by his environment and he wasn't the typical Igbo man. So that's why I always like to say that these things are not it's not a one size fits all thingy, because you can't just say all Igbo men are like this, because not all Igbo men are like that. Do you understand what I'm saying? Yeah.
And our last question for today: is it true that a Yoruba man will show you off to family and friends, to everyone, as his main chick, when they all know that you're not the main chick?
D says, yes, in my experience, if an Igbo man isn't serious about you, don't even invest in the relationship, money or time-wise. But you see these Yoruba boys, I'm reading it in a voice, they will show you up to their bachelor's eve. Okay, and N says 100%, and even their mothers. PS, they are not loyal. Iyawowa. And then B says, even Oyinbo they do and it baffles me how callous people can be. I sometimes read relationship blogs and love counseling, and it seems quite a number of people, irrespective of tribe or nationality, do this and feel okay with it. And yet I actually do agree with her, because I'm actually someone who doesn't succumb to stereotypes. I do not like to put people in a box based on their tribe or nationality or their race or whatsoever, because one Yoruba person has done this, I wouldn't like to say all Yoruba, I wouldn't like to like tag all Yoruba people with this. And so a whole lot of this, it actually depends. At the end of the day, it boils down to the individual, even in statistics, because a lot of this is actually based on statistics. I would not rule out an entire tribe. I would not rule out a person from a tribe even before giving them a chance, based on these particular things people have to say about the tribe. Yeah, so I think I've been able to answer all the questions. Thank you, Oyin, for having me on your YouTube channel. I hope you guys enjoy watching it. Yeah, bye-bye.
Alright, click the link below to go to Seun's channel and watch the video that we made. The link is below. Okay guys, thanks so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed this. Please share the video, leave your comments down below. What do you think? You know, let's have an educated argument. No calling of names, just arguments about this topic. Do you agree or not? What do you think? What's your own opinion? All right, see you next time. Bye. Don't forget to subscribe and share, okay?